noticed in editing was that I didn't at any time see the manure spreader, which is also our limer, or this, even though I didn't know this existed. It was only in editing that I realised, hang on a minute, where are they? They are behind this shed, and there is a quick, sneaky route to get to that. Through this door here, which is not got, yeah, this is old style. Yeah, you can see it's a bit grainy. This is not the new modern way of doing buildings. Nevertheless, it is still very, very beautiful still. So yes, we need to go through here to get to that equipment. So just so as you know, I did notice quite a few things I noticed in editing. Could you slip through there? I don't know. It's a bit tight. Yeah. Now, one thing I'm going to quickly test. Let's just see. How much is that little other grass field for? It's 34. Oh my life. A little bit out of our price range. I was truly going to think, right, let's buy that. But do you know, I don't know that we will. Not just yet. That I would like to, though. I was thinking there's an awful lot of grass we're going to need. We're going to need to be boxing very clever. We're going to need to be chopping nets. We're going to need to put some down as silage, and we're also going to need to do some as hay. Yeah, we are. So we're going to need to do, I think, half of the field with grass and for silage, and half of this for hay. So right, I'm just briefly going to stop this, and I'm going to see, is my microphone loud enough? I thought I would just show this. I did have to reset the front one because there was no way that was coming out there at that angle. But just so as you know, this is not me trying to do a crafty or anything. That is the best you can get. Oh, hang on. Might be able to. Oh no, it's because. Let's try. It isn't going back in there though. Right, yeah, I can, but boy was that difficult. There was no. I did try for a few minutes to grab the other one. I might add. Right, I thought I was going to set up some courses off camera, but I thought I'd just show that that was actually quite treacherous, and they're not going to go back in there. I'm just going to stick them straight back. It's an ideal shed for something like this, so yeah, we should stick these back in, but not like that. No, it's not nice. Now then, the only nasty thing I will say about this is it's not the nicest thing to set up, of course, and I apologise for my microphone. It is fireworks night, and there are lots of background. Now this has got a bit of a filter, so my volume is not as nice as on the external microphone, but if I stuck the external microphone on tonight, all you would hear was bang 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 in the background. So I thought, well, I'm not going to let it spoil the recording, but I've had to stick the decibel boost to maximum on my old microphone to actually make this work. Now I'm going to set the course. I'm going to do this off camera because it's a bit of a faff. Yeah, it is. I've got to try and remember how to set the offset. Do I want to do that for those who are interested in courseplay? Because this took me a long time to actually figure out. And that's if I can remember what I did figure out last time I did this. Yeah, I did think we could afford Field 14, but I really can't. Now, that's the point. We'll have a look. Do we own that little tiny bit of... We shall have a look in a minute. Right, so that's correct. Out the generator. How many headlands? I would say 3. 3.2 metres? I don't think so. Right, okay, in that case, we're going to have to cheat and drop that and see if the Forceplay then recognises the bigger mower. Ah, but that's still not going to be right. It still is a definitely better though than it was the other way. Let's try that again. We can add the 3.2 onto this basically, can't we? Oh. Okay, now I wonder if we actually open it up, whether that, I've never really sort of thought that out. Let's have a look. Does that make a difference? Of course. No, it still reads as 3.2, and it has got an offset though. It does know that. So then, let's have a look in the shop. Since we have chosen to make myself look silly in front of everybody, let's have a look at the mowers and see how big are you. You're 3.1 and you're 4.4, so that's by my reckoning 7.5 exactly. Right, okay. That's if it's accurate. So then let's manually create this course. There is a horizontal offset though. Let's see if I can remember how to do that. Open generator 7.5. And there's a minus offset to make the middle move to the left, you could say. Is the easiest way that I can think to actually do that. Now that looks like you actually do the offset on the outside of this now then. Ooh, have I not done any headlands? 1. I think 3, Mr. Smith. Yeah, so if there's anything, that doesn't look too bad. It looks a nice size field. Right, now we save that course, and then it looks like we actually have to, right, we need to, right. Ah, no, we don't want to do it like that. I can't remember if it has got a number, but we'll, yeah, that'll do. Grass field, and save course. Activate 7.5 meters. Ah, okay. Why is, oh, it does that. Now, this is another thing for those who are pulling their hair out at courseplay. Yeah, actually, the very first time you create a field, you have to go out, come back in, and then press save course again and activate. And this time it actually works. I don't know what it is about, but I just know how to make it work. Right, so then, yeah, now we need to program the offsets, which is, I would say, is that is 4.4, so I should say horizontal minus as well. Let's say minus 2 meters, and we shall see if we set that going. And let's just test this and see. Let's get rid of start. So all we need to do is make sure that the beginning of that goes into the left. If it does, then we've done it correctly. I'm thinking it's probably more like 2.5. Let's try that, shall we? Now we need to give it a few seconds to pull into the left. Why are you pulling so far around? Hmm? Why is it missing the head then completely? Now then, yes, it is true. We need to be going to get scanning these fields. So while this is busy making a mess of this, we are going to go up to the shop with our other tractor. We also need to grab a few bits and bobs. I think we will take... Yeah, we should give the little... Oh, that's the point. How do we get that up there? That is true. That has not got... We can't afford to waste money either. That's quite fast. It's not slow. Now, these are more powerful than you think they are. This was fully upgraded, so it might look like I'm being silly by taking this, and it is very narrow. But it still isn't a slouch. I think I'm going to do what I did on another Let's Play. I'm going to take the shaper up, which on paper, oh, I do need a 3-foot link as well. Okay, that is true, we do. In that case, we should take them both. Yeah, we just wanted to do, I always like to do 2 or 3. I'm going to treat this as a nuclear for now, but it is going to become a full-blown, but this is me just recording a little bit to set us going on this path. But I don't want to get into bad habits like I did, yeah, a few months ago where I've got 7 Let's Plays on the go. I don't mind, this is a beautiful map, I don't mind doing something like, what would you call it? Not a prototype, that's not the wrong kind of word. No, I'm not sure actually. What would you call that? Right, let's have a look. Is there a sneaky way? Yeah, I've got to try and find the best possible way. So if we go... We can't go straight down there. It cuts out all that bit there. If we go down there and straight across there. So let's do that. Right, let's just go ahead a little. And I'm going to grab the little shaper. I'm going to pick up a back weight for it. I do think we can probably just about get those. I was looking in editing. That was the other thing I was going to say about in editing that I checked. Yeah, if we've got this shaper, there's absolutely no point in having it unless we can make it work. And it's not going to break the bank if I get the weight that's specially made for telehandlers, the bigger one, but I don't want it on the maximum 3 tonner. It needs to be on a smaller setting. Right, so do we need this? Yeah, we might do. Let's grab the front tool. Ah, isn't it already connected? It is. I can't get that. Now, could you do this in real life? Absolutely you could. Of course you could. Now, this is a sneaky trick that I will allow. Don't do it very often. But we could. And now. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, if I'm going to do this, I'm not going to try to be sneaky. I'm not. I'm going to do it on camera. I don't particularly like it. Now, remember, you need to do this on the map. So it's the one in front. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. Oh, it's not. Okay, let's get rid of. Not tools. It's combines. It's the one behind. No. I can't show it. It's typical. Is that not typical? Let's go with animals. And yeah, it is. Isn't that typical? It's behind that. Well, actually, no, not really. It's difficult for us to do that. Oh, okay, let's do this the other way. It is more important than anything, really. We've got to scan the fields on that as well. So let's grab. I don't know really what you're trying to do, young lady, but okay. We need to borrow you for 1 minute anyway. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. What was happening there? Might need to manually. Might need to fiddle with this, perhaps off camera that little bit. But yeah, let's get this sorted now. Drop off. Right, remember, Mr. Smith, you have already. Yeah, you need to reset that now. Or all sorts of pain are going to happen. Yeah, we do definitely need a. No, do we need 2 trailers? 2 of the. Because there's a lot of stuff to bring. Yeah, there is actually. I think we're going to need it, that whole troop, if I'm honest. I do. Yes, I did get quite a lot of use out of this on, I think it was North Shore. I'm sure that's the right one that the Mort made. I did a nuclear let's play on that, and I did have the Schaefer. And it was almost a waste of time. But then I put the back weight on, and then it became quite usable. It needed, yeah, because it is so light and so small, it needed a lot of mass to offset it. So can I grab a rubber trailer of this? Because I don't think we need everybody. As long as we've got 1 set of 3-point links, this should work. Yeah, it's got a pinch bolt. Let's see if we can make it work. If so, I think we can manage. We should see, otherwise we should do what I was going to do and take everybody. How can we manage? You seem to be managing quickly. Right, excellent. So let's reset the working again. And as we've decided we can manage without them. Yes, there's these 2 massive things as well. I don't know that we're ever going to fill 2, but I suppose in time we could get more fields. That's what's really, yeah. Yes, it was quite fortuitous. It wasn't a cheat either. I really hadn't looked at what was in what was on the sales this morning until literally with yourselves. It totally had escaped my notice, which it does sometimes. There's a few episodes where I forget to do it, which much to my horror, because I do truly enjoy the sale. They're amazing. Probably, if I'm honest, I'd say my absolute favourite thing about FS22, unlike the paints. Oh, I think the fines. Yeah, you need to grab that again and chip it out of the way. Yeah, that was. Yeah, for you not to notice that was still connected, it's a little bit bad. Right, okay. Yes, it is. I think it's like the worst thing. If you were to ask me, put me on the spot and say, what is the worst thing you hate about FS22? I'd have to say paint and repair settings. Without shadow of a doubt, they cause me a lot of pain right at the beginning. Let's have the lights, because this is really should. Yeah, so why did you not go? When I said first start point, you should have gone straight down there. So why didn't you? That's what I want to know. Why did you go on start? I didn't leave you on nearest. No. Oh, I did. Okay. Mr. Smith, it's all your own fault. It really is. Right, so let's try that again, shall we? Let's remove all those. And let's say, go. Like that. It was all my fault, so I'm going to have to pay for worker wages twice, and that's all my own fault. So, and it's on camera. It is true. I never... Oh, there's the New York point as well. Is that linked to both? It looks like it. And of course, yeah, I've not forgotten to put straw in. It's that we haven't got much, and I'd sooner feed the animals. We are going to have to wait till... So we may have to buy some, but I don't want to be going silly. I really don't. I mean, I can buy manure, and I can buy straw, but it is expensive. But I thought if we can do our feeding ourselves with what straw we've been given, and hopefully, because it's soon going to run away with us if we start having to buy straw bales. So let's lead with this, because I'm not sure if the chauffeur can. Right, let's see if we can follow the fence. I've never used the fence actually, I don't think. Or have I? Ha! Right, let's see. Okay then. Am I going to... Yeah, because we're going a slightly different way. I don't mind doing this a couple of times. And I'm going to start it. It's not a long way. So we do a sneaky trick. Yeah. Could sort of... No. All my life. It's a bit of a tad. Awful. Really is. I'm going to leave the mini-map on. No, I'm not. I think I can remember my way now. Yes, we do need to wash these though, it is true. And so it does, it comes out here. I just like to try and remember the way back in this way though. Yeah, don't remember the road traffic. Right hand side, in towards, and we can't go down that road. Now, hang on a minute. You were saying? No, that's right. It just looks different because I wasn't looking at the brick builder the first time. It is exactly the same. It's a bit slow to drag everything with this very slow dig. It is a little, I must admit. Yes, I agree. Yeah, so apologies if the sound's a little bit bad. I just didn't want all the fireworks noises to be bothering you just for tonight. So yeah, it'll be business as usual. I am quite liking the external mic. I've moved its position again because it's picking up. I do realise I'm going to have to learn to be as quiet as a mouse. I put my silent keyboard on with scissor type keys that's very quiet. That was okay, but I noticed the recording on St. Kalle Rules of Engagement, you could hear my chair making noises every time I moved, so I'm going to have to teach myself to not move at all when I'm recording, which, that's, yeah, please bear with me. As I retrain myself to be as quiet as a mouse. Right, let's see, is there another way? There is, but you know, the way that we went last time was probably the best way. And also we get to see the beautiful river. which looks like a mirror. Right, are the vehicles that come down this road? Even as we are looking at eye candy, I did notice just we have a beauty spot type thing. Oh, I remember this. It's the game of chess. Ah, so Kalle has been out longer than I thought, hasn't it? I didn't thought this was released. No, it is. It's brand new. Ah, I think this is featured on the... This person has made 2 or 3 maps, and I apologise. I shall, yeah, check the mod maker. I did look earlier at all of their maps, and they've done quite a few of these type of maps, so it may be that that's a feature of their... Ooh, I like that. What is that? Noughts and crosses? Indeed it is. Excellent. Wow, there you go. And a lovely stylistic Kalle there. I do like to draw our attention. Stop and smell the roses sometimes. Yeah, you've got to. You really have. So then, can we lift our equipment on, stick some onto this with a traditional, or do we have to go to lengths like, do we buy the big bag? Oh, my late. Sorry, Leo. I do apologise. I really didn't think we'd just cross into the path, but the little Schaefer. It's a very unwise thing for you to do that. I would not have run you over had I realised. Luckily you are only a ghost in the machine, so yes, we won't kill you, thankfully. Right, okay then, so trailer 1. And as in all Let's Plays at the very beginning, of course, you normally spend lots of money which you can't really afford. That is just the way things go. Yes, that plough that is only going to be usable at a slower speed by our biggest tractor. Actually, there's a point. That is a medium tractor, but I think our small tractor... Oh no! Actually, now the Massey is the biggest. And that is... It is just under by 50 horsepower to be able to do that at 4.4 metres, so it should be able to handle it just slower, but that's not too bad. Right, so then, there's no way. I think, yeah, the only way we're going to do this is, first of all, let's buy the weight. We shall see if you are correct. And I do think I am going to, for certain things, I suppose there's 2 things we could do. There is, and I think this would be quite true, so I think we probably ought to put a loading ramp in. But yeah, this is one thing where I do think it's not really a cost that should come out of our pocket. So I'm going to do it as if I'm taking a little bit of a liberty. And just like I would if I was going to buy a telehandler for the shop, which again I don't think is too much of a thing where I would put the money in. So I think we're going to put a loading ramp because I'm quite sure, well, 2 things. One, they would do it for you. So it's the PT30 is, that's true, the Wi-Fi is actually the same thing, isn't it? Front weight. Okay, I'm going to save the game. We're going to have a look at that. But I don't want this to be wrong because we can't really afford to make a mistake. Because yeah, this is game mechanics where game mechanics literally rule the show. Right, so let's do that again. Let's try. I know the Wi-Fi is this from this same pack. I didn't realise this until a few days ago when I was actually looking at this mod and realised that that one, which I didn't ever realise how it got into this by weights, it actually comes with the PT30. It is exactly, yeah, it says Lizard BW mod, Mr. Smith, but yeah, this is me. So I think 1500 is enough. We are going to buy it, but then give ourselves the money back if I am wrong. But I think we can. It probably is going to suit the Schaefer far more than that. I think it is. That looks like a pinch pot to me. Because the one thing I am going to say, the PT30 looked, and this is still going to look a little bit ridiculous, but it did look really ridiculous because it was so wide, whereas that just look right. So, no, I think you find it's the other way. Yes, you need the whole because the pinch bolt on the back of this will go into the hole, leaving the other pinch bolt the hole on something else. That's how it works, isn't it? Ooh. Yeah, that's rather strange, because the other one didn't do that. Okay, let's do this the other way then. Let's sell that immediately and give ourselves the difference. It's exactly the same as reloading the game, really, isn't it? So, sell, yes. And how much is that to cost? Let's buy the other one, because, well, last time I tried this, it did not affect this at all. So how much was the Wi-Fi? What was the difference? Got 1002. And it sells for 1005. So 300 is what we're going to give ourselves. So we're going to buy this, and we're going to keep it black. And yes, let's give ourselves 300. I like to do this all on camera. 300. Yeah, there's no cheating with this, exactly as it says. Now this did work last time, so I'm hoping that this has not changed. This did used to work fine. It does look silly though, I can say that. Ah. Well. In that case, it looks like it's got to be the lightweight. Okay. Let's sell that one again, and it's lost us 450. 450. 450. And let's buy the lightweight, I would say. Half a ton. We've got to try and get this right, because this is going to get silly. The lightweight is the only other weight that I know that will allow you to attach both sides. It is expensive though, I've got to be honest. I've always found it's alright in its cheapest iteration, but let's try 500 kilograms. And yeah, let's try and make it realistically. No, I think lighter than that. Looks a little bit. It's not too bad. 800. Yeah, it's only 100 for the actual thing though. Yeah, it is. What? Why? I can only make that up to 400 and 100 for the colour. So why are we being charged? Oh, base price 300 no matter what weight it's got. I'm with you. Right, okay. Let's try that, shall we? And hopefully we get this up, because I've got to be honest, it's neither use nor ornaments. If we can't do something like this, it really is pretty much unusable. Where's that? It's just, it is, yeah, a little bit wobbly on the front end, so it's, but bearing in mind it's always going to have something on it, I can live with that. Right, so that's step one. Step two, right, okay, is to put a loading rail in this place. Now then, bearing in mind, just in the tools, I think, I've got the little one that I've got at Attingham, which is this one. Oh, and of course the shop area is restricted. Of course it is. We may have to take some liberties to get this to work. I may have to, yes, chop some trees down and to make this work, because is it too much of a stretch? Or, I tell you what, let's do this another way. Let us buy, so let me write my figure down, 111 and 310. And we're going to buy, in fact, no, we are going to buy, so otherwise it's going to get silly. Yeah, if we can't do that, let's do the other way. Let's stick something like a telehandler. Now I'm going to go with exactly the same one as on Stone Valley, because this has also got the back 3-point link. Configuration. It's the design. Yeah, so that is 96,600. Now we want to buy... No, it doesn't matter about how much it's cost. We just need to reduce, and we want a load of tools. I'm going to go with the big bag handler, which I have thoroughly enjoyed using on... Yeah. I will think of the word. I'm concentrating. I'm not... Yeah, I'm not trying to get the name of this right as well. It is big bag handler. Loader. Second handler. Right, so then let's take 14,460 minus 14,460, and then we need to add my starting money. This is not to be abused, it is only for loading down here. We may need to buy the PTS weight as well. 100. Let's love it. 11,310. Smashing. So now we're back where we were. This is, and this, even the big bag handler, I might buy one for ourselves, but I'm trying to stay ultra realistic. I am. So, yeah. Here, this is only for use down at the shop. We may need to, actually, I suppose we could borrow our weight if we need. As we have got that there, shift out of the way, stick those down because we're not really doing much with those here. Well, we're going to take some lime and fertiliser. If we've got room, we need to get the stuff gone first, that's more important. Right, so 3.3. Yeah, no, I'm not sure we're going to get away with this with that size weight. I think we need something to do that project. Shot. I don't think this is going to work. I do think we definitely need to shift the shape of it if this is going to work at all. Don't need to go too far back. And then it's still going to stick out a little bit from the... It's actually not as heavy as I thought. No, it isn't actually. I think it's just going to take an entire tray off. So, you know something? I think we'll be coming back with fertiliser and lime a second time. Watch the windows. That's all I'm going to say. Not allow me to sort of ream it out a bit. Let's try and do this as we know it's going to overhang a little. Can't be helped. Okay, now then, side load the mast. I think we're just going to do this in one. Right, okay. Yeah, it is high though, that's true. We go over most things, and it is not bad. You've not done a bad job there. So we see worse. So this is where the debris pusher is as well. Just useful to know. Right, so can we get you one? I have done this once before. It is empty. I haven't done it with this particular one though. Yeah. In real life, I would do this slightly differently to what we're going to do now. Actually, that is a point. Let's try something. Because this, I did say this, I put this on my... Yes, hidden collisions. It really does. Yes, in real life, I would lift it up and I'd put it on its back. So it was its handles lifting in the air. But now it does look like it's possible on this. So we should have a go. I'll have to... Yeah, you would in real life. That was definitely the way you do it. Only I haven't not quite got that right. It's going to lean over the edge somewhat. Hasn't this got a pressure wear dragging though? It has. I'm going to have to do a sneak trick here. I am. So I can't let go of that. Whilst it's like that, or it'll just collapse. So I'm going to have to sort of do it. We're only going to borrow the big backhander. We're not going to take it. But the only way I can do this is to release the backhander. I suppose what we could do is reset it back to the shop, or get the shop to come and collect it, because that's going to grab it. If I show you what I mean, I'm sure you will realise. Wait, just a second. Yeah, if I now try and take that away. Oh, okay. But, because it wasn't quite over that, it actually let me get along with it. Okay. Right, smashing. Well, that worked quite a bit better. We are going to have to come back up, but this actually now is the shop's telehandler, even though it will always appear in our thing. It isn't for use for anything other than loading up the shop. So we don't need to bring anything with us in the future to do that type of job. Right, let's grab that weight on, and this is now going to be a little bit more useful. I'm so glad that we could manage that. Mantrid, I thank you enormously from the bottom of my heart for this excellent weight, though it is... Ooh, I thought I would just about get that. No, because you have got... Yeah, this is true. I think that, did I? That's a 3 point. We've used that. That's the only thing with the other one. Obviously, the one was better for that. So... No, we are not borrowing the thing. We're going to come back later on. Sure, yeah, we should do what we can. Is there any way I can do this? No, the chauffeur's not even got one that can reverse, is it? No. Right, I am going to do this off camera because we have had a good look a couple of times. I'm going to see you and reconvene back at the farm where I think our worker will have finished our field. So I'm going to see you down at the farm. And how do you find out if your offset is correct? Well, you won't have any of these horrible bits in the middle if your offset is right. And unfortunately, only the headlands work. So, well, there we have it. We haven't got that right. So let's unfold that, and we're going to just quickly unfold you and switch you on, drop you down, switch you on and drop you down. We're going to just quickly sort this little bit of a mess out that we've not quite done right, because we can't afford to lose anything. We shall set this, yeah, we're going to pick, we're going to pick some grass up. That looks very, very hay-like. Doesn't look like grass, it looks like hay colour. Very interesting. I'm hoping that it's not, because we don't want all hay. Yes, we shall ted half of the field. That's true. I've never tried to do that. It might be a good idea. Give me a couple of minutes. I'm going to see if I can try and work out how to miss a row on this. Yeah, on the tether course. I'll tend to do every other thing, and that way we're only going to do half the field. Because I'd like to do half as grass and half as hay. Because we're going to need, obviously, to make our own TMR. We may have to buy some straw bales. We may, or if there is any contracts, which I do see there is active contracts. That doesn't mean to say there are any on the map, though. We could have a look now, could we not? There are indeed. There is a baling contract this very minute, and it is a hay one. It's a possibility we could actually do that. Well, I don't think that's a bad idea, but it will be next session, because yeah, by the time we've done all that we've done now, I do think we should take the contract now. Yeah, or it's going to disappear. And are we going to borrow items? I don't think we need to. No, we can accept. Right, smashing. Farm Productions. That's what I need to go to. Okay. Now, I do seem a little bit small, and I don't think there's really a necessity for me to be that small. but I'm actually mowing. If I was fertilising, that's not a bad idea. Yes, last flow. Right, so then, yes, there's still up at the shot. I was going to come and grab another. I might grab the nasty. I thought it seems more sensible to me to hold you as well. And we're going to stick straight back into the shed, but we aren't going to stick it behind the door. No. We are going to do this the right way, though. Need to flick around, definitely. Yes, I am quite. This is a completely different direction, completely different. So, I shall see if we can convert me to this type of farm. I'm enjoying it. Definitely. It's a challenge. No, forward. This doesn't want forward. It's got a very nice overhang, so yeah, it doesn't really matter if it goes in very far. Not really. Right, so then we've got tether. I'm going to switch the cameras off for a minute. I'm going to see if I can work out how to do this. I don't think I've ever tried to do this. I've always wondered about it before, but if I figure it out, I will share ourselves. We will. For now, we shall reconvene in a few minutes. So I'm going to see you shortly. Right, I've told it to skip one row, which means I think it should do the headland perfectly normally, and then it should skip each one row in between. So that I'm going to hopefully leave just as. But I thought this is the very first time I've done this, and we can't really afford for this to go wrong. So I thought let's switch this on and see if I'm right, and then I'll show you how to do this for those who are interested in cosplay. If it's right, but having never done this, I thought it's better really if you have a look at this, because if I come back and it's all tethered, I should be quite upset with myself, because we really do need a bit of a mix. We've only got the one grass field, so it needs to be, we're going to need some grass to make to silage and some hay. Being as giants have been very kind actually now and allowed, that's a point. Do we make this a bit bigger? Mind you, it's got a road as a headland, and I was just saying this the other day on Stone Valley, it needs a bit of a headland really, or it starts to, although it has got a road all the way around this, so I think I'm going to leave it. I would like to, and I can see it has left a little bit, but it's really the edge of the field, and it's not letting us do it, so Coursplay's not quite really that good. But it probably is leaving that the turnaround space. So it'll do one complete headland, and then what it should do is go up one row, miss a row, go up another row. So it should get half of the middle of the field. Now the headland is quite a lot, I do realise that, but it should still be good. So this is all I'm trying to do today, though. I want to get all of those implements that we've got down here. We've corrected the fact that the little tiny front loader now should be more useful. I think we could probably just about, I did notice when I was sticking the bale into the feed mixer that I think I could have tilted the head a little bit more, so I can probably just about use it for what is going to be an important daily task. So yeah, we shall see now then. Moments of truth, because it should do the ups and the downs now. It should miss one. Well, it might do the first one and then it should miss one. And then we need to run a lot of equipment over and use the full team to do that baling contract, but that will be next session. We're going to literally centre on that. Right, so that's the very first strange angled one. Oh, I should miss this next one. Just tell me you're not going to reverse all the way. Please. Mr. Smith, let's see if this is going to be right. One bad thing is that how are you going to windrow? No, not really. See, there's going to be a bit of overlap. That is true. The one thing I do that is, I think, going backwards is the fact that when it hits from one subject, one thing like grass or hay, that is working, smashing, so we can leave that to its devices. We're going to grab the massing. Yeah. Also, I am a terror. I do realise there was 2 or 3 things that I said. One was about you when I was going to tell you something, and then I darted onto something else and didn't tell you that. So yeah, I've just yeah, I'll have to check in editing. Now then, you do need that way. Cool, I suppose I'll bring this. Cool. Put some fertilizer and lime on it. No, we won't take that. Won't take the weight. We'll take this. Right, I shall see you at the shop with the others, and we may have a... Yeah, we might actually do this... Oh no, it's too awkward to drag that through town. Yeah, I'm going to see you up at the shop. Right, I didn't want to buy this without you. Yeah, this has only dropped last week, so this is, in my opinion, one of the absolute cheapest. Yeah, I'm not sure about the bags themselves, or whether it was a bit of an issue. It may be that, but it's 1,000 for 1,500 litres. So we're going to buy one of these, and we're going to literally grab that onto the back of the front of the Schaefer. That's what I thought. We've got the Massey down here now. We've got that ready to rock and roll. Yeah, I do like the way I've done that. That is more realistic. It is the way you do that, side load it and have that leaning up in there, and it's not going to be much of a problem. Whereas when I did it last time, I had the handle come down here, but you could only do that with obviously either a big bag winch handler, or the big bag winch actually will do just as well. Right, let's see if we can grab this. I'm not sure where the handles are on this one. I don't think, might not like me doing this. This is going to be more tricky for me to get to than a traditional. Yes, it is. I'm not sure I'm going to do this. With this, I put on a traditional, but not on this. And I get those through those little eyes. It's like that's a hot noodle. Yeah, I don't somehow think that's going to work. Okay, is there a proper... There's a point. Yeah, if this is going to be... We're going to use those a lot. Are we going to... I'm trying to play this as good as possible. So I would have thought it probably... I've not seen this in here yet. It may also be in the... That's the quick. Do we just bite the bullets and just grab a big bag handler for this particular type of job? Let's not try and give up that quickly. That's all I'm going to say. Let's have a look. See if it is in here. It's not going to be the CSF pack. It will be that particular mod. Wow, that is an amazing pack. It really is. So let's have a look. Helion, Sapphire, be Metal Fac, MX, which is a pack I've not even seen yet, which I loaded the other day. What else? With forks. Let's see if it's in here, or is it there? No, it's not. Let's have a look in miscellaneous then. Or is it that any big bag type thing will actually work with it? You see, not using those often. Maybe that it's not. So we'll have a look in here, and if it's not, then we're going to go for one of them, and we should do the same provision. If it doesn't work, we'll give the money back. And the thing is, we can get the big bag handler. Ah, there we go. Supports big bag. But that's for the lorry. So these are supposed to be used only for that. Okay, so it's not going to work. Okay, then. So in that case, we will buy the big bag handler for this particular type of job for as much realism as possible. Because can we afford? Should we try that? Should we try it? Let's lease it for 35. And we shall see if it works. I don't think it will, personally, because I think it's a bit of a... But let's try. Let's just Let's drop this down now. And let's drop that down for now. Let's see. All we need to see if this actually picks that up or not. I have a feeling the answer is or not. But no, you need that down. I don't think this is going to work at all. Yeah, it's just instantly, but you know, we should see. Yeah. Right, okay, then let's send that back, and yes, it was all, here we go, automatic repair, we need to get rid of this off course play. No, we don't want anything, don't repair. Right, okay, so let's send that back. No, you know we're leasing this front loader, select and return, yes. So then we have one option only, because we are going to be using those quite a lot, is we have got to go for the big back handler, and this time this is for us. So, yeah, it's a shame. Well, it isn't, I like it, but I was trying to aim for ultimate realism, because with the other bags we could have actually done this, but yeah. I'm not going to go for a dearer thing when money is very important at the beginning of a Let's Play. So, yeah. If we're going to go for that, alright then I agree. Yeah, no, it's true. Let's offset the sale of that. And let's be sensible though, let's stick that. Yeah, it is true. If we're going to do that, we may as well make the change, because it's bales and big bags, so yeah, there's no point in let's try and streamline our operation. That means I can't do it realistically totally. Let's do this as... I know we're not going to... Alright, probably will pay the big bag handler. Ah, okay. Quite in the caption area. Ah, now we are. I heard the click. Now that is strange, because it doesn't look like that at all. I think we've all seen that you're fibbing. Obviously you appear to the game to be that, but you aren't really. Right, so then, let's grab... Now then, are you going to be heavy enough for us to put that real weight on? We're going to need to knock that down to 250. Hello? Smash it? Yeah, it's about the same as the Sapphire. Let's grab you then. Now, this might not recognise this. In a normal big bag, it actually does say attach. Obviously, this is this is obviously strange. So we're going to have to do this normal way. Have to keep that very low. That's a bit tall, and I think we're going to need to do that with the workers following us. Yeah, that's... Surely we've got enough room on one of those to actually stick that on the back now. Surely we have. Yeah, I think we can just about get that on there. We need to do that trick that I was on about earlier, where you're leaning against something so that it's not right. Yeah. If you push against it though, it should. It's pushing too hard actually. I don't think there's an easy way out of this, if I'm honest. I think we're going to have to do what I said originally. No, tilt that towards me. No, it's definitely to be low. Just grazing just above floor level. Right, okay then, I shall see you back. I'm going to get these unfollowed me, so the money will have gone down a little because we are going to follow. So I am going to see you down at the farm. Is that not popping? Oh, that's because you've got that open. Flashing, farmer girl. Let's grab Massey. Okay, I just wanted to show you that we're doing this before we start off. No, vent. Flashing. Right, I shall see you at the other end. Well, that to me looks very much like it's all been tethered. So, I'm not sure, but that looks a bit of a disaster. Starling is, yes, get his name what you could say. I don't know why I felt the need to use somebody else's voice. Yes, because of the nature of the problem, I think. Because he is an absolute disaster. It really is. Yes, that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. It has now happened. So what happened to the skipper row? Right, it is true now. How come when we showed that, it did skip a row? That's ridiculous. Oh, well, it is what it is. We'll have to put the last next time. Now, I suppose it's as broad as it is now. Right, we need to bale these, don't we? Because it's the only way we've got to store this in our proper hay barn. And I mean, it's not a special one with proper storage either. Right, do you know, I do think we ought to get to good habits. We do look a little mucky, that's my point. Do like this. Yes, all of our equipment is absolutely ditched, so we do need to, yes, get it all washed at some point, definitely. We want to get into good habits, that's perfectly okay, let's get in there. Right, a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Flashy. Let's stick that back. Right, let's stick that back, and yeah, we are going to finish the job. It's going to grab this, doing the windrows, and we're going to bale with the bigger massive, which does make sense. We should put the bales away next session, though. In fact, we've got that contract to do. So, do you know something? No. So in here, let's keep that where it was. It's nice to have a little tiny fuel tank as well. Ooh, not the best. Let's get this set, let's go. This may be a bit of a monster session. But these are the first 2 or 3 sessions, so yeah, I'd sooner do that. Get this done. So, to create a new course. And that was 8.7. Do you know something? I don't mind that there's a bit of an overlap. This actually should be able to. Being as we know, it didn't skip a row. Let's go. Let's go grab the Massey, grab the baler, set that going as well. Yeah, I'm going to get these off as well. I would imagine, yeah, this one should probably fall off as soon as we unclip it. So do that right now with you seeing to see. It may fall where that handle drops down and we can actually just grab it off by normal means. But look at here where the yard widens out. Do this on camera. Ah, okay, we make it body a little. Yeah, so we need to do this where we've got quite a lot of space. Let's let that go, and let's grab the baler and let's set this going as well. This has not gone to plan, but yeah, it's I'm not being. That's true. Have we got a silo? No, I haven't seen anything. Haven't at all. Nope. Up there, storage. We've got a seed thing, but I don't think we've got a silage. Oh wow. That's going to be probably, yeah, we're going to have to try and find a very reasonable modern silo, I think, where we can put it. It's okay. Let's go. I don't know that that is skipping one row. Go. Right, smashing. Let's go and unclip the other one and let's put the shelf there. See if we can use that. I don't think the shape's enough to manage this. Right. Let's drop this off. Now there's one of these boonies is going to be for this. What's the point? Let's have a look. Let's switch. Not interactive zone markers, but I switched everything off earlier. So tools, tip stations, loading, productions, animals, others, and contracts. Let's have a look on our. There we are. See, Karma 16, and so we have 3 of those. I've never used the Karma 16 before. Fertilizer. Tag place. No. Where are you? I can't see the beam of light. Where are you? Ooh. That is really cool. Yeah. Do you know you were talking about a silo, Mr. Smith? I think you'll find that thing there is a silo. Farmer 500 plus OB. It's not multi-fruit, is it? That's going to be traditional, but nevertheless, it is. Yeah, and I'm not going to do my usual trick of selling it. If we we're going to go multi-fruit, we'd buy that as well. Although I've got the storage space for it. Trouble is, that's going to give me a massive advantage, and then it sort of seems. I did that on Hobo Solo, it gave me a big advantage at the beginning, and it sort of takes part. I think, let's see if this will tell me if it's the right one. And it doesn't get the tips symbol anywhere, so yeah, go to that one. How about you? Well, I'm not making any efforts to say that you are, so not. You may need to stick the zone markers on. Okay. Very interesting. Right, let's switch this on, because this is, yeah, I don't think I've ever used the calmers. I really haven't, so I really think I need to understand a little bit more. What's that dropping in? Can we not drop it in like that? Ah, you have to buy it like that. Solid fertilizer, so... Wow. Surely you can drop. I think you can only drop it from a trailer. In which case, we can do it still. Just have to be a little bit more creative, because I think you're not going to beat that price. So I think we're going to ship some in ourselves and store it still, but yeah. Okay, so then, let's drop that down. And let's see if we can do something about that. I'm not trying to think for 1 minute we can lift it off, not with this at all. We should be able to prod it, I would say. Or maybe we can push the entire trailer over, but it doesn't seem to want to shift. No, it doesn't actually. Ah, well that surprises me. How's it got stuck? Even pushed over, it's still... Don't you just love game mechanics? Don't you just love it? In the real world, that may... Yeah, they seem to have had a symbiosis, and they are now madly one unit. Yes, there we go. Right, so we've got a little tiny fence. Can that save the day? Am I going to panic? Absolutely not. What is the point? Can we get that from the back? Probably. Here we go. We should, if we've got a chance. Can we knock it? Seemingly not. Well, very messy. Now, the other thing is I've not found the repair place, so while we've got the interactive zone markers actually on, it seems to me a very good time to actually have a look for, to see if we've got one or whether we need to place one of our own. Right, let's have a quick run around. I would guess if it's anywhere it would be this farmhouse around this side, where there did look to be some sort of a shed. And you would be right. So it's somewhere here. Right, fantastic. That is nice to know. I saw something there. Oh, of course, with milk. Yeah, it is, which we'd figured out ourselves. So is this the... this is the slurry point for this. Yes, I realise we're only going to be producing slurry at the time being, and that I'm happy with that. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the other thing. We're not going to need all this type of thing now. Then let's see. Can we use the shaper to pick that back? It's very, very doubtful. But even though we did flip it over, it doesn't seem to me. I think yeah, there's no way we live in that. It's going to be a like that jumping and like that and push like that. It's more of a bit step of physics and not anything else. There you go. It's fantastic. Yeah, let me know as well, please. I've always wanted to know this. Now, I actually like showing that type of thing. I've never seen anyone else do that. I do like the physics of the game. But I do realise if everyone else hates it, then I'm flogging a dead horse. I'm better to just like say, yeah, don't show it because people don't like it. So yeah, I really would appreciate your comments. And if it's a mixed bag, then I should keep it in. And let's have a look. Should be that one, I think. Switch those back off. So we can drop these off, but we need to do it in a trailer. So that's let's go and see how our workers are doing. Okay. Let's tell me that is hay. It is. Now we will need a bale pusher on this. You've got one. No, you didn't. No, they did the outside of the bit, so it's going to bump into that one again. Oh no, no. Yeah. How come you are missing every row and the other guy with the same course didn't? Yeah, definitely the bale pusher. Now that we're going to need to stick this on because this is a complicated course now. Right, so you go all the way down there. We're going to knock that out of the way just so that our fellow worker can get on with. Yeah, definitely going to need a bale pusher in this for this map. Right, so knock these out of the way as well. And then we should be going down the nearest point here. And we will grab the other one because they are going to get stuck again out there now. We should manually do the in-between bits, shall This is going to be getting a bit of a monster now, Mr. Smith. I think you ought to call it and carry on next session. Do you know, I think I'm probably right. I agree this is going to go a little bit monstrous with all of the little bits and bobs and all the rest of it. I think we're going to carry on next session, so I am going to say, I'm going to stop these in a couple of minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to carry on. In fact, yes, we do have an accident already. It's just definitely a push. This is a good time to stop. And also you, thank you very much. I shall also fix these scores next time so that the windrower doesn't miss a row. Yeah, we don't need that to miss a row at all. Right, anyway, yeah, I'm going to say, I truly do hope, yeah, any comments, please, I would love to hear from you on anything, of course. It doesn't have to be what I just said. Yeah, it can be anything you'd like to see, anything you would like to do. Yeah, please let me know. I'm going to say, yeah, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.